Hi, I'm Mike Speaks from Mason County PUD 3. We're out here today at Mason Lake Drive West to show you, the customer, what we're looking for in dead or dying or dangerous trees that we are looking to remove on our three-phase, single-phase overhead facilities.
PUD 3 has about 1,800 miles of cable, and about 600 of that is overhead. And it's our responsibility to do tree trimming to keep limbs and trees away from the lines that might endanger the reliability of the system. So therefore, on a cycle of about 100 miles each year, PUD 3 has 2 of its own crews that are in the field trimming trees and limbs back, but also we bring in contractors to help us out during the summer months.
We're trying to set up a program online here so customers can send in pictures with a description of the tree. What we're looking for is dead, dying, dangerous trees that are hazards to our overhead facilities, and so we can come out and take them out. I'd like to show you some trees that pose a threat and give you guys a few examples of the trees that we're kind of looking for out there with our tree trimmers and our tree trimming program. Here's an example of a fir tree that's growing into our three-phase line out here at Island Lake Drive. Our crews are going to be coming out here in the near future, removing these trees, cutting these limbs back, but as you can see, these limbs are growing up into the power lines, into the neutral, the secondary lines, and they pose lots of hazards, and we'd like to clear them out. Is this tree right here? This is about a 130-foot fir tree. We have windstorms. This tree is like a sail up top, and with this rot here, this is where we're exposed and it's dangerous, and we lose these trees in the windstorms, and they take out our lines, and they break poles, and our crews are out here working long hours to get the lines back up to restore the power. Here's an example of a tree that we would be topping. We've topped this tree in the past. It's right underneath the power lines. This customer likes their privacy, it likes their buffer. It's one of those trees that we've topped, you know, the last probably 10, 20 years. And just to show you that we don't always come out and just remove trees. We try to work with the customer the best we can for them and our and the PUD's best interest. We try to maintain our lines and try to work with the customer. See, this tree right here is a classic example of either side trimming or removal. This tree would never be topped. We wouldn't top a tree like this one. Here's another example of a cottonwood tree that's growing up near our three-phase line out here at Island Lake, and the beavers have gotten into this tree at the base of the tree, and together with the county and the PUD, we've come up with a solution to try to preserve this tree, and we just put some hog wire around it to keep the beaver from gnawing and chewing on this tree so it wouldn't fall on our lines. This is another example of how we try to preserve the trees, along with, you know, removing trees and cutting the limbs off. You know, as you can see, this tree, cottonwood, is a very fast-growing tree. This tree here, these limbs grow into the lines about every 3 to 4 years that we come out here and trim it. So about 4 or 5 years ago, we put that guard around the base of it, and this tree's been doing pretty good. Here's an example of a homeowner that has planted a cedar tree, you know, 20 years ago. Didn't think about the consequences of the tree growing up. They probably wanted a buffer. This tree's now grown straight up into our three-phase, and we're going to be tasked with either topping this tree or getting permission from the homeowner to remove it. Another example of how the PUD tree trims or maintains our facilities is up here, as you can see off this three-phase pole. We have a secondary line that runs to the home, and we are also responsible, and we maintain and take care of the lines running to the house that belong to the PUD.
The big benefit of doing tree trimming is the reliability of the system. Recent outages kind of bear that out, where other areas that didn't have such an aggressive vegetation program had major outages that lasted for days, perhaps even weeks. PUD number 3 had most of its customers back within a day, all of its customers back within several days. And I think a big part of that is our aggressive tree trimming program to protect the assets of our PUD customers.
We wanted to make reporting hazardous trees to be very simple for our customers. So in addition to calling our offices, you can also log on to our website. You can write a description of the tree that you think is hazardous to the PUD 3 facilities. There's a place to put a power pole number the Mason County PUD 3 pole number. We've also made it even easier to do it on a mobile device. So it's really easy. You can stand right at the tree, take a picture, upload the pole number, and send it on your way. So please use this feature, use the abilities to report hazardous trees so that we can minimize outage time when we have a storm or a high wind situation. Thanks very much.